the idea that you've been able to transform your body in the way that you did for the movie when you lost all that weight, and then you've been ripped up at various times, you're cut up now. I mean, people respect that and they're aware of that narrative. Is that the case?
Yeah, because you don't get a free moment now. Technology allows the actual fans to be closer to you than usual. Michael Jackson used to disappear and then come back, disappear and then come back. The only person within our culture that can do that is Eminem.
Good point.
It's one person in all the hip-hop culture that disappears and then you don't see or know anything about what he's actually doing, and then you see him when he comes back with the next record.
Why is he able to do that?
Well, he doesn't really involve himself, or he's not really active outside of music. So he just does well when the music is out and he's moving around a little bit to promote it, and then he goes in and he just stays until it's time to launch it again. So there's no change in perception of who he is or what he is outside of the last thing you heard from him musically.
Right.
You know, so it makes it a little easier. Like with me, I found myself at my 5th and final requirement for Interscope. At that point, you got to go through an audit, and when you find areas where you feel like you're supposed to be paid at different points that you weren't, and you got to kind of wait until everybody is seeing things the same way, and they actually pay out, and then you go ahead and do what you got to do. So now we're at a point where I can actually launch the music, but in between time, because it was a 3-year hiatus that we were going through that actual process, I've been active, visible, and working.
Oh my goodness.
You know, so they see me still sustaining my interest within music culture by doing different things that I do for promotional purposes, and then seeing me in business in other areas. So it just changes my aura, it shifts me a little bit to more business than artist at different points. And it's only because of the portion of the music business, that last half, music business. The business part is when you go through the politics or the actual, the workings of each individual that's involved in the actual deals.
In your personal life and in your business, you really seem to have kept your ego in check. How have you done that?
Well, I mean, just staying close enough to people from the beginning. If I was coming up now, I'd find the visual to be more important, or as important as the actual song itself.